What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Got a little something today. The wife decided she wanted to start shooting archery after TAC in, well, beginning of this month. So we went and got the V3, my bow, my old bow, set up for her. She's pulling 25 inches at 50 pounds. The sight that I got on here is just a black gold 3-pin. I think it's called the Gold Rush. I think that's the name of it. I think that was the name on the side of it. I got it from a buddy. But she's still got my old QAD Ultra Rest on it. That'll stay there. Giving her my limb legs and my front bar. The only thing that I kept off my old bow was, where'd I put it? I just had it. Oh, there it is. It's behind me. Is my sight, my spot hog. This is the Fast 80. And then my Shrewd Track and Atlas, Shrewd Atlas for my back bar, which is what this is. It's my back bar. I've got to get a new front bar. The only other thing that I need is a rest. And I've got to tie my D-loop on. I've already got a peep in it, which I just got it set in there for right now. The local boat shop was gracious enough to put me one in. But here it is, the new Matthews Arc 30. So far, I've shot the bow at the bow shop. This thing is a lot lighter than that V3. As even bare bow, it's a lot lighter. I like it. I actually went and cut it out of what I called bow gel today. I've had it on layaway for most of the month, and paying on it when I can here and there. But there is the screw for your bridge lock that comes for your sight. So we'll have to use that. Yeah, let's get started. Go ahead and get the dovetail mounted in. My buddy did say that I would have to flip the bracket around on this to get it right, but I don't think I'm going to have to. I don't want it that close in. I want it about right there. That gives me plenty of room for all my movement. So I'm going to go ahead, get the set screw in for the bridge lock. That's where that goes. Is up here. There's that. I believe that's going to be a 5/32. It's either going to be a 5/32 or 9/64. Yep. It's going to be a 9/64. No, it ain't. It's even smaller. Lord. 1/8 maybe? Let's see. Yep, 1/8. So right there is about where I want it. about perfect right there. So we're going to get that set in. And there are dimples in this. So when I get through with all this, I will have to set my first, second, and third axis, but we'll do that at probably my buddy's house unless I get his boat vise and stuff over here. But there's the sight on there. I can already tell you it's going to have to be moved way over. So we'll go ahead and do that while we're at it. I think that is that's going to be a 9/64. Got that popped loose. I've got to where I don't. I like doing all my stuff myself nowadays. Let's see, make sure. Maybe move it over one hole. But all I'm doing is literally I took the sight housing off the bracket here and just moved it over. And that pretty well lined up everything that I can tell. We'll go to the bow shop one day and shoot, and we'll confirm everything. So we'll get the screw, get it back in there. And if this sight don't work, my wife will be getting an upgrade quicker than we talked about. But so there's that. Let's got that on. So next we're going to put on the quiver. Or actually we're going to go ahead and put the Atlas on it. For the back bar. That sounded like. Okay, had to pause it for a second. My kid decided to crash in the living room. So we'll get this screw mounted in there for that. Actually, don't this thing have a bridge lock too? Yeah, this thing's dovetailed for bridge lock. So I wonder if, nope, it won't fit. I was thinking that might have fit in the bridge lock area, but it won't. That's fine. We'll screw it in like we started to begin with. Screw it in. There that is. Got the down bar in. I've got it on. I think I got it on like a 2-degree drop, which is about right, so that'll keep from hitting the ground if I got my limb legs on. But yeah, we'll get some like I said, we got the peep side in, and all that. Got the side on. Oh, excuse me. I don't have any D-loop material right now, or else I'd already have a D-loop on it. But we'll stick us a front bar on it, and then I'm going to probably use the Q80 MX2 integrate, since I've got this, the dovetail on the back of the bow, to be able to do it. And yeah. Oh, we still got to put the quiver on. Duh. Take the screws out of it real quick. I want me to try every wrench but the one I need. So, finally found the wrench. It was sitting behind me, as the wife so lovingly pointed out. What I would do. Well, I couldn't do nothing without her. I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached some days. So we're going to go with kind of on this bow, we're going to kind of stay with the dark colors. The quiver that I've got for this bow actually come off my V3. Bought it last year. It's like their woodland green or something. Matthews woodland green. But we're going to stay with this color and the Kodiak brown. The track bar from Shrewd is actually what they're calling their color is timber. So that'll be the color I get for that. But, well guys, after a quick interwebs search, my Matthews Arrow Web is not compatible with my Arc 30. So yeah, I gotta buy a different quiver. Yay. But no, that'll come in due time. But yeah, so far so good. Got everything for the most part put together, and then we'll go from there. So I guess this can go back on the V3, and the wife can have this one, and I have to have a new one. Sometimes how do you get stuff on stuff? So as of right now, I've got a different quiver mount on it. Where's all my wrenches? Is this it? No. How about this one? Yes. So we're going to go ahead and pop both of these loose. Take this quiver mount off. This one just bolted directly into the side of the sight. This quiver mount that's on it's actually an old bear quiver. So now we can put this one back on. Yeah. So that will go through. You'll take this. There's a nipple on that. It'll go through the side of the bow right there, just like that. And then you'll have a little other piece that goes in that you'll put inside, and you'll have to hold those kind of together to an extent. Let's see, make sure I've got the right wrench, and I don't. That's the right one, I do believe. No, it's not. Maybe I did have the right one after all. And you're literally just making sure and screwing it in. Make sure it seats down in there good. You don't want to over tighten them because you can do it. Just want them snug. And then this will mount just like this, where this top side, this will be facing the back of your boat toward your string, and it'll mount just like that. There is a small screw and a big screw. Hopefully I haven't lost the small screw. I don't think I did. I think I just saw it sitting right here, maybe. I'm thinking that's it. Yeah, that's it. So if I can set it back on right, put the small screw in, kind of get it just kind of sitting there. Then I'm gonna take the big hex and slide it in and start it. Then I'll take my wrenches, tighten that back down so that doesn't move. And then smaller wrench. I love how I can't find the right wrench at the right time. And then we're going to screw that down. But yeah, that's it. That's literally it. And you got your rest or your quiver mount on there. And then all you do is take your quiver. Top side goes in first. Bottom side. And flop it over in. And it sits just like that. So hopefully that helps. But we're going to set this one to the side. And, well, we'll kind of set both of them to the side for right now. Well, y'all, we have got the rest of the bow stuff to finish the bow build. We kind of moved everything to the kitchen because I got tired of sitting back here. Plus, I want to watch a little TV, so moved the bow shop around. But we're gonna get this opened up and yeah, get the rest on, get it squared up, and then all that good stuff. And this build will be pretty well done, except for putting the D-loop on and tying in soft knots for the knock point. All right, guys, we ended up going with the Ultra Rest Integrate MX instead of the MX2. Save a little bit of money. I mean, I'm not worried about that too much. On style rest, I'm still shooting the original, like I can't remember. It's not the Integrate. It's just the regular Ultra Rest instead of the Integrate. It's not the MX. But I'm getting the MX. Order some BCY 400 for soft knots. Got some D-loop pliers to kind of add to the stuff. Got D-loop material. We ended up going with the Kodiak brown. I mean, it's all dark brown to just kind of match the bow. But we also got what I do with it. I just had it in my hand. Got the arrow level too, so we're gonna get the bow leveled out. I have to shim it with a bunch of stuff, but we'll get it there, and then we'll put string level on. Actually, I shouldn't. Well, yeah, we'll just go ahead and get that on and level everything out. But yeah, all this really does is sticks on the top of an arrow, and I'm going to drop it and mess it up. Great. Maybe I didn't bust the bubble. Okay, we're still good. But it's got a little groove to go on your arrow. And then a magnet that hooks to these two screws. So holds that on there, so we'll get all that leveled up so we can get the arrow rest on. Okay guys, so we got the arrow rest on and everything. We're going to go ahead and square the riser and everything so that we can get an accurate reading on the arrow level. So all I'm going to do is I've got it set up like this. We're pretty, no, we are not square at all, left or right, or up or down. So I've got to do a little shimming right here to get everything just right. Let's see. That's dead level. Ooh, I moved my bow. That's dead level everywhere. So now I'm going to take a marker. I've got a white marker. I want to knock. I want to go above and below my knock and mark it really good with this white, silver, just something you can see really well, is what you want. But you got to make sure your riser is level with everything, which is what you want to get perfect level on your arrow, which it is. And we're dead level. Just make sure I get it right. Yep. So, okay. That's level. Now we're going to go over and tie in our soft knots and our D-loop. Okay. So, this is the way I'm going to do it since I don't have a bow press. I've got an old cut piece of arrow. I've got my, I think this is BCY 400, yeah. This is what I'm going to use to tie my soft knots in with. I've already got the top one tied in, just to make it a little quicker on the video. But the way I learned to do it was you take your stuff, you go 1, 2, and cinch it down. And you don't want it too tight on your knock. You want a little bit of wiggle room, just so when you're at full draw, you're not getting knock pinch. And we're going to alternate those back and forth 3 times, 3 on top, 3 on bottom. So 1, 2, pull it through, cinch it down. Okay guys, so I've got my D-loop material. I am a right-handed shooter. So I'm going to take my D-loop, I'm going to make a loop over like that. I'm going to take and bring it to my side, loop it around so that my burnt end right here is facing away from me. So there's the first side. Get this, run it through, if I can keep it off of everything. And you don't want to, you just want to pull tight enough to get it to cinch down just a little bit. You don't want to use a tool or anything on it yet. Okay, then you're going to come down on the bottom side and do the exact opposite. You're going to want this. You're going to go make your loop. You're going to go through top side of the loop, come around. Oh, my bad. Okay. Now you're going to bring this back to your side again, come through, about tied it backwards, come across. I'm doing it backwards again. I wish I could figure myself out again. Okay, so go through. My brain's not working today. Then come through, then around, and come through again. And that gets your D-loop. So one of the rules of doing this, always cut away from your bowstring. I need a little sharper knife, looks like. So now, once we got that, we're gonna take our D-loop material and fray it a little bit. Get it nice and frayed down. And I usually leave myself about 1/2 to 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 to 1/2 an inch of D-loop material left out to burn down. So let that catch it on fire, and then I take the side of my lighter and flatten it out. Now I'm going to take my D-loop pliers, tighten it up a little bit. And now we're really going to cinch down on it. And there's a D-loop. So there's your D-loop for that. I made mine a little big, but that's the way I like them. If you don't want them that large, you can cut your string down a little further. But now we're ready to set our peep. So I'm gonna go grab my release and an arrow. I'm gonna set my peep height the way I want it. And then from there, I will. First shot's out of the new arc. I'm only shooting about 10 yards. Take it back. I'm shooting at 15. So, yeah, we can leave it at 20. And try one of my usual arrows. See where I'm hitting.